welcome, good people. In this video, we're going to talk about the stock market 101. What you should know, what I know, and why I invest in the stock market and why you should too. So let's jump right in. Before we get started, I want to give a shout out to our sponsor, ShopLogiK. Gifting made super easy and stress-free. If you haven't heard of ShopLogiK, it's a gifting platform that matches the criteria of the person that you're shopping for with vendors on the site. So if you're a vendor, you have products, feel free to sign up. And if you are a gifter, sign up as well. I'm Mate Sullivan with MILLEN Forward. And if you know me, I like to invest in assets, of course, but I've been getting a lot of questions on the stock market. Now, to be honest, I've only been investing in the stock market for about 3 years now. So I'm not like a super duper investor, but I do have some experience, reading and trading stocks. So today we're going to talk about, what is a stock? I mean, you see on TV about the stock market going up and down, the S&P 500, the Dow, all that gibberish. Oh, the stock market's going up and, the Dow loses 300 points. I mean, what does all that mean? But to be honest, though, like I said, I started like 3 years ago and I wish I would have started earlier. My father actually has been investing in the stock market since I was like in high school. So I've always heard the lingo and the talks of it, but I never dived down into the numbers and really just ask. I would ask him, but then when I would start doing the research, it would just get complicated. So I kind of ran away from that and I was more focusing on the real estate investing. So not saying I can't do two things at once, but I was more focused on the real estate investing. So when you hear people talk about the stock market or when you see it on TV, what does it mean? I mean, to be honest, it's very simple. If I have a company and I decide to go public and I want to offer shares to the public, let's just say I have 10 shares and you want to invest in my company and you buy one share out of 10, you have 1% ownership of my company. Now, if in the future you have 1% ownership of my company, and let's say I do well and I make a lot of money, that 1% will show in the profits that I have made in the company. So, in short, or in very simple terms, is you are buying ownership of a company. The most obvious reason why I invest in the stock market is because you can make money in it. I mean, some people like to spend money on things that they don't need. Nothing against that, because I do it too sometimes. I think you need to treat yourself, but it does something to me when you can actually put your money to work to make more money. I think that's where the financial literacy and education part of it goes, but that's another video. So the main reason why I invest in the stock market is because of the potential of high returns. But again, I must caution you, you can lose the money as well. I've lost money in the stock market, but I think I'm more on the plus side. And it's just based on just reading and learning why stocks fluctuate, being overbought or oversold, things of that nature. And again, we'll talk about that in another video. But the reason that you should invest in the stock market is the same reason that I invest in it, is just putting your money to work. And if you know me, I'm a big proponent of putting your kids to work. And when I say putting your kids to work, I don't mean your actual kids. I mean the money that you work hard for. It's important that we put our kids, our money that we work for, to work so that they can put their kids to work. So in short, what I mean is we are putting our money to work to invest. So always, whenever you're thinking about buying something or investing in something, can you put your money to work? that's one of the things that I always think about before investing in anything. What's the return? To be honest, how I got started was I was just looking for some additional ways, or additional streams of income, and I just took it upon myself. I started setting aside maybe $50 here a pay period, or $75 a pay period, and I really started with like $300, and I'm well above $300 just because I've been doing the research and picking pretty good stocks. My stocks tend to be anywhere from a dollar to like $6 or $7. I will share with you in some future videos about some of the stocks I picked in the past and why I picked them, and maybe that you can use the same strategies that I've been using here lately. But one thing you do need to know is it can be volatile. What I mean by that is the prices can fluctuate within 10 to 15 minutes. So you have to be very careful in the stocks that you choose when you're dealing with the stock market. So I would say don't put your rent money or your mortgage money into the stock market. I will always put aside some money that you're willing to invest in into the stock market. So if you lose it, there's a chance you may lose it. So always keep that in mind when you're thinking about investing in the stock market. When you think about your investment choices, I mean, you have mutual funds, which is similar to the stock market, or stocks. With stocks, you have more of more control of the stocks that you choose. But like I said, the risk and reward can be based upon the stocks that you may choose. With mutual funds, it's safer. It takes away, I guess, the work of finding stocks to invest in. You give that control to somebody who has control of your account, which could be safer. The risk is lower because it's a whole bunch of other stocks all into one that you're investing in, and just instead of just one. The return on that is okay, but again, just individual stocks, the return can be a little higher. Now, when you think about bonds, it's a little more safer as well, or more safe as well, because really what a bond is it's just think of it as you are lending money to a corporate entity, or like a governmental entity for some type of project that they may be working on. So you would get paid, they will pay you back the interest plus the principal. So you're loaning that money to them. Of course, I'm a big advocate of real estate. The returns for that could be, anywhere from 8 to 12, 13, 14%, just depending on your strategy and how you like to invest. Then we talk about the savings account. I mean, don't get me started on how that is such a joke when you talk about the return on your money. It can be less than 1%. So I'm hopeful that you learned something. If you didn't, let me know in the comments. But in the next video, we're going to be talking about some of the tools that I use to find decent stocks, and some additional information for you, so it can help you on your journey to investing in the stock market. So with that being said, man, I holler at y'all.